Andrew Carnegie's life is a remarkable tale of transformation, illustrating the journey from humble beginnings to extraordinary wealth. Born in 1835 in Scotland, Carnegie immigrated to the United States with his family, where they faced the harsh realities of poverty. Through sheer determination and hard work, he began his career as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory, gradually climbing the social ladder. His ventures in the steel industry, particularly with the establishment of Carnegie Steel, propelled him to immense financial success, making him one of the wealthiest individuals of his time. However, Carnegie's legacy extends far beyond his business acumen. He is equally renowned for his philanthropic endeavors. He believed in the responsibility of the wealthy to give back to society, famously stating that the man who dies rich dies disgraced. His contributions to libraries, education, and cultural institutions have left an indelible mark on American society, shaping the landscape of public resources and opportunities for future generations. Yet, Carnegie's character is complex, embodying both the traits of a shrewd businessman and a compassionate philanthropist. His life invites us to explore the dualities of ambition and altruism, as well as the ethical implications of wealth accumulation. As we delve into Carnegie's story, we will uncover the intricacies of his personality, examining how his experiences influenced his views on wealth, success, and social responsibility. This exploration not only highlights the significance of his contributions, but also prompts us to reflect on the broader implications of his legacy in today's world, making Carnegie a fascinating subject for discussion and analysis. Andrew Carnegie's childhood in Dunfermline, Scotland, was marked by significant hardship and poverty. Born into a working-class family in 1835, he was the son of a skilled weaver, William Carnegie, and his wife, Margaret. The family struggled to make ends meet, living in a modest home that reflected the economic challenges of the time. Carnegie's early years were shaped by the harsh realities of life in a declining textile industry, as the Industrial Revolution began to transform traditional crafts into mechanized production. His father's weaving business suffered greatly due to the rise of factories, which produced goods more efficiently and at lower costs. This shift not only diminished the family's income, but also highlighted the vulnerability of skilled artisans in an evolving economy. Faced with these mounting difficulties, the Carnegie family made the difficult decision to leave their homeland in search of better opportunities. In 1848, they immigrated to the United States, settling in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This move was driven by the hope of finding work and a more stable life, as well as the promise of the American dream. Young Andrew, just a boy at the time, quickly adapted to his new environment, taking on various jobs to help support his family. These early struggles instilled in him a strong work ethic and a relentless drive to succeed. The challenges he faced in Dunfermline and the subsequent journey to America laid the foundation for his future achievements, shaping his character and ambition as he navigated the complexities of a rapidly changing world. Upon arriving in Pittsburgh in 1848, the Carnegie family faced a myriad of challenges that tested their resilience. The transition from Dunfermline to America was fraught with difficulties, as they encountered a new culture, language barriers, and the harsh realities of urban life. The family struggled to find stable housing and secure employment, which compounded their financial hardships. To alleviate the burden on his family, a young Andrew Carnegie made the difficult decision to drop out of school after only a few years of education. This choice was not made lightly. He understood the importance of contributing to the family's income, even at the expense of his own schooling. At just 13 years old, he took on his first job as a messenger boy for a local telegraph company. This position was pivotal, as it marked the beginning of his professional journey and introduced him to the world of business and communication. As a messenger, Carnegie learned valuable lessons about the workings of the city and developed essential skills in networking and building relationships. His roles allowed him to interact with influential figures, providing him with insights into the business landscape that would later prove invaluable. The experience also instilled in him a sense of responsibility and ambition, as he recognized the importance of hard work and perseverance in overcoming adversity. Despite the challenges he faced, Carnegie's early experiences in Pittsburgh laid the groundwork for his future success, shaping his character and fueling his desire to rise above his circumstances. These formative years were crucial in molding the man who would eventually become one of the wealthiest industrialists in American history. Andrew Carnegie's early career took a significant turn when he joined the Pennsylvania Railroad Company, where he quickly established himself as a dedicated and ambitious worker. Starting as a messenger boy, he soon advanced to a position as a clerk, where he gained invaluable insights into the operations of one of the most influential companies of the time. His role at the railroad not only provided him with a steady income, but also exposed him to the intricacies of the burgeoning transportation industry. It was during this period that Carnegie formed a crucial relationship with Thomas Scott, the superintendent of the Pennsylvania Railroad. Scott recognized Carnegie's potential and took him under his wing, serving as a mentor who would profoundly influence Carnegie's professional development. This mentorship was instrumental in shaping Carnegie's business acumen, as Scott imparted essential lessons about management, strategy, and the importance of networking. Under Scott's guidance, Carnegie learned the value of hard work, innovation, and the need to seize opportunities as they arose. He observed firsthand the dynamics of the railroad industry, including the significance of efficiency and the impact of technological advancements. This experience not only honed his skills, but also instilled in him a deep understanding of the principles of business that would later define his own ventures. As he progressed within the company, Carnegie began to develop his vision for the future, laying the groundwork for his eventual foray into the steel industry. The combination of his experiences at the Pennsylvania Railroad and the mentorship of Thomas Scott played a pivotal role in shaping Carnegie into a savvy businessman, setting the stage for his remarkable success in the years to come. During the American Civil War, Andrew Carnegie demonstrated remarkable strategic acumen, managing to profit from the conflict without ever taking up arms. As the war escalated, the demand for infrastructure and military supplies surged, presenting lucrative opportunities for savvy entrepreneurs. Carnegie capitalized on this need by investing in the production of iron and steel, essential materials for the war effort. His foresight led to the establishment of the Keystone Bridge Company in 1865, which specialized in manufacturing iron bridges. This venture not only positioned him at the forefront of the burgeoning construction industry, but also allowed him to secure lucrative government contracts, further enhancing his financial standing. The Keystone Bridge Company became a significant player in the market, as the demand for durable and efficient transportation routes increased during the war. Owning iron mills was particularly significant for Carnegie's business strategy, as it provided him with a steady supply of raw materials necessary for his projects. By controlling the production process, he could ensure quality and reduce costs, giving him a competitive edge over rivals. This vertical integration allowed Carnegie to maximize profits and expand his operations rapidly. The war also fostered a sense of urgency in the industry, prompting innovations in production techniques and efficiency that Carnegie eagerly adopted. His ability to navigate the complexities of wartime economics not only solidified his financial success, but also laid the groundwork for his future ventures in the steel industry. Ultimately, Carnegie's strategic decisions during the Civil War exemplified his entrepreneurial spirit and foresight, setting the stage for his transformation into one of the most influential industrialists in American history. The founding and growth of Carnegie Steel marked a pivotal moment in the American industrial landscape, driven by Andrew Carnegie's vision and innovative strategies. A key factor in this transformation was the introduction of the Bessemer converter, a revolutionary technology that significantly enhanced steel production. This process allowed for the mass production of steel by converting molten iron into steel more efficiently and at a lower cost. Carnegie recognized the potential of the Bessemer converter early on and invested heavily in its implementation, which enabled his mills to produce high-quality steel at unprecedented rates. This technological advancement not only positioned Carnegie Steel as a leader in the industry, but also contributed to the rapid expansion of infrastructure across the United States. Carnegie's relentless focus on efficiency and technology was central to his business philosophy. He continually sought ways to streamline operations, reduce waste, and improve productivity. By adopting cutting-edge machinery and innovative production techniques, Carnegie ensured that his mills operated at peak efficiency, allowing him to outpace competitors and meet the growing demand for steel. Additionally, Carnegie employed a unique marketing strategy by naming his mills after key customers, which fostered strong relationships and loyalty. This approach not only personalized and diminished the business experience, but also created a sense of partnership between Carnegie and his clients. By aligning his interests with those of his customers, he cultivated a network of support that proved invaluable as he expanded his operations. The combination of technological innovation, a commitment to efficiency, and strategic customer relations propelled Carnegie Steel to unprecedented heights, ultimately establishing it as one of the largest and most successful steel companies in the world, shaping the future of American industry. The Homestead Strike of 1892 marked a significant turning point in labor relations and had profound implications for Andrew Carnegie's reputation. Tensions between workers and management at the Homestead Steel Mill had been escalating for years, primarily due to wage cuts and deteriorating working conditions. The Amalgamated Association of Iron and Steel Workers, representing the skilled laborers, found themselves in a fierce battle against Carnegie Steel's management, led by Henry Clay Frick. Frick's aggressive tactics, including the implementation of wage reductions and the introduction of non-union labor, heightened the animosity between the two sides, ultimately leading to a violent confrontation. As the situation intensified, Carnegie distanced himself from the labor issues by placing Frick at the forefront of the negotiations and conflict resolution. While Carnegie was in Scotland at the time, he allowed Frick to take the lead, which would later be perceived as a significant miscalculation. This decision not only alienated workers, but also created a perception that Carnegie was indifferent to their struggles, undermining his previously cultivated image as a benevolent employer. The culmination of the strike resulted in the Homestead Massacre, where a violent clash between strikers and private security agents led to several deaths and injuries. This tragic event had lasting consequences for Carnegie's public image, as he was widely criticized for his perceived lack of empathy and responsibility. The massacre tarnished his reputation as a philanthropist and industrial leader, casting a shadow over his legacy. The fallout from the Homestead strike highlighted the complexities of labor relations during the industrial era and underscored the challenges Carnegie faced in balancing business interests with the welfare of his workers, ultimately reshaping public perception of his character and values. After selling his steel company in 1901, Andrew Carnegie dedicated himself to philanthropy, driven by a profound commitment to improving society through education and culture. One of his most notable initiatives was the establishment of public libraries across the United States and beyond. Carnegie believed that access to knowledge was essential for personal and societal growth, and he famously funded the construction of over 2,500 libraries, providing communities with invaluable resources for learning and development. This commitment to literacy and education reflected his own humble beginnings and desire to empower others through knowledge. In addition to libraries, Carnegie made significant contributions to cultural institutions, with Carnegie Hall in New York City standing as a testament to his vision. Opened in 1891, the hall became a premier venue for music and the arts, symbolizing Carnegie's belief in the transformative power of culture. His donations extended to universities, schools, and various organizations dedicated to scientific research and the arts, further solidifying his legacy as a patron of education and culture. Carnegie's philosophy on wealth was encapsulated in his belief that the rich have a moral obligation to give back to society. He articulated this view in his essay, The Gospel of Wealth, where he argued that surplus wealth should be used for the greater good, rather than passed down to heirs. He maintained that philanthropy should focus on creating opportunities for others, rather than merely providing charity. This perspective guided his philanthropic efforts as he sought to create lasting change and empower future generations. Carnegie's legacy as a philanthropist continues to resonate today, illustrating the profound impact of his commitment to social responsibility and the betterment of society. Andrew Carnegie's life is a compelling narrative that encapsulates the journey from poverty to immense wealth and philanthropy. Born in Scotland and raised in a struggling family, Carnegie's early experiences shaped his relentless drive for success. His ascent began in the bustling streets of Pittsburgh, where he transformed from a messenger boy to a titan of industry, founding Carnegie Steel and revolutionizing steel production in America. However, his story is not just one of financial triumph. It is also marked by the complexities of his character and business practices. While he was a visionary entrepreneur, his involvement in labor disputes, particularly during the Homestead strike, revealed the challenges and moral dilemmas he faced as a businessman. After selling his steel company, Carnegie shifted his focus to philanthropy, dedicating his wealth to building libraries, cultural institutions, and educational initiatives. His belief in the moral obligation of the wealthy to give back to society led to the establishment of over 2,500 libraries, and significant contributions to the arts and education, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to impact communities today. As we reflect on Carnegie's multifaceted life, we invite you to engage with this content further. If you found this exploration of Carnegie's journey insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth discussions on influential figures and their legacies. Don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might appreciate learning about the complexities of history's great personalities. Your support helps us create more engaging content that inspires and educates. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Andrew Carnegie's extraordinary life.